Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video is about the patch note for 3.4.12. So we can the preview video they mentioned they're gonna release it tomorrow, not today, because they want us to understand what is about the meta Esper thing first. Then tomorrow we'll only have the preview video. So today we only have the patch note. So let's go. First one is Shang, which is Lu Shang. It's a flow type. Okay, I thought it's gonna be a wind type. It's a flow type. Lu Shang is a support Esper who can boost allies based on their Esper type. Okay, Esper type. Does that mean that type, right? So I think it's like class, right? So it should be like fighter will get some fighter buff, defender will get defender buff, supporter will get supporter buff. So that will be something like R2 Yamato, I'm guessing. Then S1 here attacks one enemy and inflicts silence. Okay, S2 here casts this ability at the start of the combat. Then gains Enlighten. What is Enlighten? Didn't mention as usual. Grants his ally and Essen tweeted. Okay, again grant his ally a certain buff. Then when Lu Shang falls, remove the buff from all ally. If he revives, cast this ability again. Okay, so S2 is S2 is a passive, is it? It feels like it's a passive because it instantly casts this ability at the start. Then he himself will get Enlightened. Then everyone will get this Essen buff. Okay, but they didn't mention anything about what is Essen buff, what is Enlightened buff. They didn't mention these two buffs, so we have to wait until the PTR server. S3 here inflicts silence on all enemy. Okay, then another buff, Safeguard. What is Safeguard? Grants all allies 3 stack of Safeguard. So from what I'm looking at now, I think Lu Shang is a PvP Esper. I feel like it's PvP Esper because silence is a very strong debuff against PvP meta. So let's say we have Sakura now that already providing buff, golden buff that can block control effect, right? But it cannot block silence because it can silence is not a control effect. Silence is just a debuff that limit you from not casting your ability. So we already have Thorn Esper. We have like the Thorn Esper is also a very strong debuff that can counter Sakura or counter the other Esper. Then silence here is the another meta. So I think the silence here will actually change the PvP meta again, but it won't affect Wuyu meta. I think it will counter Sakura in a point, but your Lu Shang here have to be fast. So from what I'm looking at now, Lu Shang is going to be a strong PvP Esper, but we have no idea about treating. Enlighten, what is Enlighten for? What is this Essen buff for? What is Safeguard for? There's 3 golden buff, we have no idea yet. I'm assuming it's golden buff. Because usually the special keyword is golden buff and then silence. Okay, so I don't think he will be a PvE Esper unless this 3 buff here is gonna buff, like providing some aggressive buff for some damage output. Okay, Rezo wise, what is this? Reman. What is Reman? S1. S1 final damage. Wow, S1 final damage increase, not S3. Okay. Then R2 effect here, casting strategic insight grants all allies Safeguard. So cast S2 here will also grants everyone Safeguard. So not just from S3. So at the start of the combat, you instantly cast S2. He will get Enlightened. Everyone will get Essen buff, and everyone will get 1 stack of Safeguard. I assume it's 1 stack here. Then R4 effect, when hit by critical, hit damage is reduced. Okay, then R6 here, when Lu Shang falls, all ally gains a bonus turn. Okay, this R6 here is going to be very strong because bonus turn is not an AP push. So if they get a bonus turn, this effect here won't get affected by Yuhimi. So they just get the turn instantly instead of getting AP push, because if it mentions all ally gain AP push 100%, then it will get countered by Yuhimi. But because it's again all allies will gain a bonus turn, so this effect here won't get countered by Yuhimi. So this R6 here is very strong. Yeah, so I believe he is a PvP Esper instead of a PvE Esper from my first thought. Okay, unless I can see in the PTR server, the test server, to see what is the Enlightened buff, all those stuff. Okay, then Li Ling, the meta Nerta, is an Inferno Esper. Like I mentioned, it's not going to be a new element, which is a very good thing. Li Ling is a fighter Esper who can deal huge amount of damage after unlocking his Black Lotus Strike ability. Okay, S1, attack one enemy 3 times, dealing damage based on attack each time and absorbing their AP. So it's different than the normal Li Ling we have, because the normal Li Ling is one hit and it's just an S1 and then inflict sear, right? But then this one here is a multi-hit Li Ling, and if Li Ling's attack is higher than the target, inflict sear. Okay, so this sear now cannot be resist and cannot miss, but our normal Li Ling is deal 1 time of damage and then have chance to inflict sear. You cannot AP absorb, right? I don't remember the normal Li Ling AP absorb. I might be wrong. Then S2 here, Warrior Shield. Ability unlock if Li Ling have Expurgation at the start of his turn. How to gain this? No idea yet. Then Harrowing is another effect. Attack one enemy 5 times, dealing damage based on its attack, absorb their AP. It looks like the normal Li Ling as well. If Li Ling's attack is higher than the target, deals additional true damage. It seems like the S2 here is locked, and then you need a certain stack to unlock the S2. And S2 here will also do something like the normal Li Ling, but there's always a condition here if Li Ling's attack is higher than the target. Then okay, he have a passive, increase critical damage and damage mitigation, and 1 stack of endless fire at the beginning of the turn. Then grants tameless after casting. Okay, that's so confusing. Like, there's so many golden buff but they didn't mention any golden buff at all. It's so hard to judge how good is Li Ling now just by the patch note itself, unless it's at a PTR server. But at the patch note here, is that they're just providing 50% of the information. They just tell you that you're gonna gain this, you're gonna gain that, but they don't tell you what is the buff is going to do. This is a bit frustrating, but the passive here seems good. Extra critical damage, but how many percent? No idea yet. Damage mitigation is also good, so that this Li Ling here will be a little bit more tanky. S3 here, ability unlock if Li Ling has a certain amount of endless fire stack. So the endless fire stack is gained from his passive. So when he start his turn, beginning of his turn, then you get 1 stack of endless fire. So a certain amount of endless fire stack will make at the start of his turn. Then he'll cast S3, attack all enemy 3 times, dealing damage based on attack, each time absorbing their AP, which is the same as the normal Li Ling, but maybe higher multiplier damage. And then remove all stack of endless fire after casting his ability, then gain Expurgation. Expurgation is the skill to unlock S2. Yeah. So so it will be like something like this. At the start of the combat, you cannot cast S2 and S3, but every time you take your turn, you're gonna get 1 stack of endless fire. Okay, then you can only cast S1 for now. That able to absorb their AP. So you gain AP through your Li Ling casting S1, and every time a Li Ling casts S1, the more then you keep absorbing AP, so you keep getting AP push. Then you get faster endless fire. But there should be an extra additional effect on the endless fire, maybe like add some damage output, or maybe stacks, or maybe stats that boost his damage, no idea. Then when you have a certain amount of endless stack, then you can endless fire, then you can cast S3, then you also absorb their AP, right? So this makes Li Ling able to take his action again. Then because you get this expurgation buff, then you unlock Li Ling's S2 skill. Because you have the expurgation buff, then you cast Harrowing, attack 1 enemy 5 times to kill someone else. I think the flow seems like the normal Li Ling, but there's more condition to it to cast the S3 and S2 instead of instantly cast S3. So if the skill have to be locked and there's so many layers of condition, I think the damage output wise is gonna be higher than the normal Li Ling, that's for sure. And then it have to have a lot of bonus buff on him. And also we have no idea about his divinate. Like, he should have his divinate, right? We have no idea his divinate will provide what as well. Then Ascension, increased damage after casting Black Lotus, right? So this thing here looks permanent. So it seems like after you cast S3, then the whole battle, your Li Ling's damage will gonna increase. So it's a long-term fight for Li Ling. Like, you keep casting S3, S2, S1, then you keep rotating. The more S3 you cast, the higher damage you're gonna deal, right? Okay. R1 base attack, R1 is already boosting his stats. It's not S3 damage increase, because usually R1 here is a buff his S3 damage. So R1 here buff stats already. Additional 5% for each reso phase. So additional effect here. So, so 15% here, right? Then if you are R6, so 1, 2, 3, I think it's 5, additional 25%, so it will become a stats boost monster. He will become a 40% stats boost here for his R1 effect. Then R2 effect here, gain Tameless at the start of the round. What is Tameless? Like what condition need Tameless? Did I mention about Tameless? No, yes, there's too many mystery for Li Ling for now. Then R4 here, Harry can be used to perform a joint attack. So this is new. What is joint attack? With the ally with the highest attack. This seems, I think is like when you cast S2. S2 is your harrowing. It's the effect that you have to unlock after getting expurgation. Then the expurgation is the one that you can get from S3. So when you cast S3, then you get S2. Then when you have S2, when you cast S2, then it will perform, and then maybe it will call in your ally highest attack to cast S1 as well, to have a joint attack to hit that target. Maybe it's like this. Then okay, yeah, I think this is a unique thing, joint attack. I didn't see this keyword before. Then R6 effect here gains expurgation for 1 turn at the start. Oh, so R6 is the where you can without getting the condition, you can instantly cast your S3. Yeah, so if you want to play Li Ling, I think R1 is a must for the stats boost. Is very important. There's a few mystery for Li Ling for now, the meta nota, which is Tameless. We have no idea what is Tameless, no idea what is Endless Fire, no idea what is Expurgation, and then what else? Endless Fire. Oh yeah, Tameless. Here got Tameless as well. Yeah, we have 3 different buffs. We have no idea what does the meta Li Ling have for now. Okay, how do we get this? Can be obtained from Seek the Unknown Black Lotus after this update. This Esper is limited and cannot currently be acquired by Club Sticker and Ripple Box. Okay, so it's like a Momo. The Momo cannot get through Club Sticker and Ripple Box. So the only way for us to get is through the Seek the Unknown Black Lotus, which is from Chimera Anomaly, I think. Okay, then Anomaly Season 2 Phase 1. As the miracle reaches their Rezo phases, unstable energy tier. Okay. The team of Celestial Anomaly Seek the Unknown. It consists of 4 phases. Each phase lasting for 3 weeks. 3 weeks is 1 patch. So basically 1 patch. Basically this is going to remain for 4 patch. So there will be 4 bosses, right? With Phase 1 being unlocked in this update, Phase 1 and 2 contain Miracle Expedition, Miracle Trials, Technology Lab, Black Lotus, and Heavenly Mirror. Okay. Miracle Expedition. The Chaos Miracle is very dangerous and ever-changing. To reach the Miracle Nexus, you have to conquer a series of challenges. Miracle Expedition consists of 3 activities. Okay, we have Point War here. But what is Miracle Projection and Hex Scholar? I think it's a new this is the Chimera Anomaly content. Okay, so I think this is Phase 1. So Phase 1 here you can only have 3 activity, which is Point War and Hex Scholar and a Miracle Projection. So what is Hex Scholar is there's 10 hexes in Chaos Miracle that unlock sequentially during first 3 phases of the season. A special hex unlocked in the final phase. Oh, okay. Each floor can only be challenged once. You must clear a floor to unlock the next one. Each hex consists of several stages. Clear them to get the Lotus Petal, Test Data Chip, and Anima Keys. You also receive the current floor rewards. You can use Anima Keys to increase the Codex storage, which could grant bonus effect. Okay, this is... It doesn't seem like it's the Chronos thing, no? It don't give me the vibe of Ancient Chronos. It seems like something new. At least from the keyword, is something new, and I don't think that we have something like this before. So there will be 10 hexes in Chaos Miracle. Every floor can be challenged 1 time only. Then you unlock the next one. But each hex will consist of several stages. Okay. Current floor reward for every 10th floor. Is this like Memory Reef? I feel like it's like Memory Reef. Then Maybe we can use the key to increase our Anima Codex storage, then we'll grant bonus effect in the combat. So it's something like Memory Reef. It gives me a feeling of Memory Reef. But I have no idea. Miracle Projection. During the season, by attacking the corresponding Miracle Guardians in the current phase, you can obtain Anima Keys to unlock Anima Codex Technology Lab. I think Miracle Projection is the one that you can upgrade your talent tree. Then Hex Gauntlet is our main content. But it doesn't seem like it's a Chronos situation. Because if it is a Chronos, they should mention the ancient Chronos thing that they can just copy paste the previous anomaly. Right? But the format doesn't seem like ancient Chronos. I'm a bit confused for now. Yeah, I'm a bit confused for now. Like I have no idea what is this Anomaly Season 2 Phase 1 thing now. I have to see like in-game for this part. Okay, Point War. Point War have been upgraded for a limited time. During the season, you can use special effect obtain. What? Wow, new gameplay for Point War. During the season, you can use special effects obtained from hack stage to attack opponents. So your Point War is no longer just a normal Point War. It's gonna be a strong Point War. Okay, this is interesting. Miracle Trials during Phase 1 and 2, complete the Esper mission to obtain Lotus Petal, limited time trials in Signa, and other reward. Esper will be unlocked and mission will be issued season phase reward. The reward for an Esper mission can obtain. So this is like the season 1, you have like certain Esper mission. Then when you complete the mission, you get some extra reward. I think that is the same. So this is the same. This one, the trial thing is the same. Technology Lab, 4 phases, 9. Oh, this is the free equipment crafting. Free equipment crafting. Equipment enhancement consume test data chip, which can be acquired from Ritual Miracle. Wow, this is actually a stamina grind. This season is actually a stamina grind. Like, you want to acquire test data chip, you have to grind from Ritual Miracle. No, not a stamina grind. Yeah. Ritual Miracle maintain for you to grind for the test data chip, so you can craft your own equipment. Then Miracle Point War here is for the PvP content. Then this one here have Hex Gauntlet have their own special key to unlock to play the game style. Yeah, it's interesting. From the more I read, the more I feel it more interesting for the season 1. It seems like it's not like a rerun of Ancient Chronos, but it's also not like season 0, which is kind of disappointed as well. Black Lotus. The current Black Lotus pool will last for 6 weeks, which is 2 patch. So it's Phase 1 and Phase 2. During Phase 1 and Phase 2, join activity to obtain Lotus Petal, which can be used for requests in Black Lotus pool. So it's still a keepsake thing. Collect enough keepsake to get the limited Esper Li Ling. Okay, so it's not like what I predicted at the previous one. What I predicted is the battle pass, right? Then we can obtain Li Ling for free. Then this one here, you still have to go through keepsake. But I think since they mentioned you can get Black Lotus Li Ling for free, so I think the keepsake amount is still for sure for enough for you to get at least 1 copy of the Meta Nerta. Heavily Mirror, the current Heavily Mirror pass is for 6 weeks. Oh, so this is a pass. The pass is called Heavily Mirror. Then Path of Expertise, also the PoE unlocked for these 2 Esper. Okay, so my take on this Anomaly Phase 1, the Season 2 Phase 1, I think it's interesting. There's a lot of unknown or thing that I haven't seen before. It's not like Ancient Chronos thing. It doesn't give me the Ancient Chronos vibe. It seems like a different playstyle. And the Point War here is fun. It seems fun because you have special effects, so it's no longer just like the normal Point War used to play. Maybe the special effect will actually change the Point War meta, but in only effect for Point War. Then yeah, basically it's very interesting. Just this part here, the Black Lotus, I thought it's gonna be the battle pass. Yeah, but it's actually seemed like Suje is from the requesting. Okay, then Wave of Mastery is the event thing we're gonna have. So everything here seems the same, but we have Loyalty Chest 4, and Loyalty Chest 4 Divinate as well. Okay, Loyalty Chest 4 here contains Nama, Tricky, Hyde, Biotina, Elliot, Ophelia, Ashley, Intisa, and Changji. Okay, pretty good. Within this box here, I would say the value one is Ophelia and Intisa. And Nama, these 3. Then Trial, okay, the trial is still the same, right? Yeah, basically it's the same. Then simulator with memory reef. Okay, memory reef is still the same. Battle. Okay, we have battle redux, which is the octopus paws, the Proteus here. Then okay, everything here is the same. Then okay, bring battle redux. Oh, so we have the loyalty for Divinite pack, so you can get 2 Divinite here, which is very good. During the first 2 weeks, yeah, okay, so basically everything here is the same, just that they added the loyalty chest for loyalty box for. Then the rate up Esper is gonna be Lu Shang, Li Ling, and TA. Then Lu Shang, Hilda, Fumitsuki, and Lu Shang, Fatima, Amir. Since it's nothing to do with the normal Li Ling, then why Li Ling is still in the rate up? Like, there's no connection within the meta Li Ling, right? Like it doesn't matter. Like, what if there's meta Li Ling, why should I still summon for Li Ling in the rate up pool? This is pretty funny. Okay, championship as per, oh, Momo is back. Momo is back for the championship. Okay, then stamina consumption, APAP, and Shadow Guild. Alright, so everything here seems the same. Yeah, so for those players who miss Momo or you want to get more Momo Ripple, Rezo, then this is the choice for time for you. Zodiac Trial, Grey Water Blue, Bullet Market, we have it again now. Boom Boom Gacha, Boom Boom Treasure Kingdom, Alice Magic Heart, Scratch Off. All this is the usual small mini event for us. Then optimize the club trophy rewards collection reminders when you enter your club, or it's instantly let you claim instead of you have to go through the pop-up. Then improve the display experience for PoE. This is the one that can change your name, right? Yep, correct. Then added mythology related description to Esper profile. Mythology related. Does that mean that they're gonna explain more about their mythology? Captain ability and combat system optimized in the Esper tab, good. Then yeah, basically that's it for this patch note here. My take on this patch here is basically all this event here is still the same, is still maintaining their quality, like the memory reef, the what's that called? The loyalty chest wall, which is still good. They actually updated. Then the most interesting thing is how is this phase 1 is going to do. It doesn't seem like it's an ancient Chronos vibe. It seems something new. So I'm looking forward for this. I hope this this season 2 won't disappoint me. Like the ancient Chronos thing isn't that fun, to be honest. Then Li Ling here, I want to see the kit. I want to see all his buff thing. Or else it's actually just a stronger Li Ling, maybe with higher stats. But we have to go through like what is the endless fire, all those stuff. But it seems like it's a PvP Esper. Then Lu Shang here is also a PvP Esper. So they doesn't seem like a PvE Esper for me, unless the golden buff they didn't mention in the patch will actually change their kit. So we're gonna see more when they release the preview, see is there any more other information, or we have to wait until Thursday for the test server. Okay, basically that's all we are able to get the information from the patch note here. Oh, one more thing about here. So in Dislyte Bilibili here, they actually posted an image. I think it will be posted in our official Dislyte soon. So it's actually a poster that explain to you how is this meta Li Ling and meta Nerza come from. How do they obtain their power? So I'll slightly go through the whole thing. Is they will still remain legendary quality, but their elemental icon that we have a special sign that listed their special ID. So like just now the Nerza here is still Inferno, so there will be no new element system, which is the good thing, because adding a new element to the game will actually destroy the game in my opinion. So it's good thing they didn't add it, like dark and light element. If they really add it, I have no idea. Like I'm speechless, because if the gacha game add a new element midway, it's actually a bad thing for a major of the community. So it's a good thing they didn't add a new element here. So they did mention they didn't add a new element here, but within the Inferno icon, maybe they'll add something like a star or maybe like a god sign, just to ensure that meta Li Ling and normal Li Ling is a different Esper. Then this meta Li Ling, meta Esper skill will not have the same connection with the normal Esper. So how do they get their power from the image 2 here? They say at 2028, which is 4 years from now, humans have finally able to break the code of the miracle test. Then after understanding the miracle test, then they started to challenge it. And from Li Ling will be the first Esper who managed to challenge through the rules, and they get the power, which is the power of origin. Then because of the origin power, will make the Esper serum within his body increase to a 50% average. So if within the lore of Dislyte, everyone is actually human. Then we get the power of the god through the miracle chaos thing, right? Then but because if you make your the god power in your body go up to 100%, you actually turn into a monster instead being your own self. Like Embla's situation now, Embla, if you watch the Embla's lore story, Embla is at a situation that she doesn't recognize anyone already, right? Because her power is too high. So now within this rule, they're able to crack it out. So they are able to go until 50% sync rate with a safe position. So now Li Ling and Yun Chuan is going to be a 50% sync rate. Okay, then this is how they obtain the power. So they explain the lore behind it. Then how do we get it? Is through the anomaly thing. And then they also ask, like the first question here, in the future, will there have any more new meta Esper? Then what they mention is, if the player likes it, then they will have more plans in the future for more meta Esper, which is something like Li Ling and Yun Chuan. So how do they pick the Esper who is the one who is going to be the meta Esper? So what they mention is, meta Esper is their first try, and if everyone actually like it, then they will actually develop more meta Esper. Then at that time they will only pick who will be the next meta Esper to be. Okay, so something like that. Then the number 3 here is just saying that are we able to test it? Then they say you can follow, you can try it at 3.4.12 when it upload to the official game. So basically that's it. So they actually have a lore behind it to explain the meta nota. And from what I'm looking at least when we're not looking at the golden buff, I don't think that is actually a game-breaking Esper for now. Okay, for now, unless we actually test it in our own global server, because we are still missing a lot of information, like what is the rival rune, what is the definite, what is the multiplier, all those stuff we have still no idea yet. But the kit itself is just a normal nota that is making him stronger. Also one more thing, so if you are curious, like what is how does the meta Li Ling looks like, so this is at Xiaohongshu, I think it's the maker who made the meta Li Ling actually posted the 3D model design. It's not the final outcome, because in the 3D model software itself, it's not the full render version, so it might have not the final quality, but from what I'm looking at, it's actually pretty good. So this is the model itself. Though we can scroll more, this is the side view of meta Li Ling. Okay, then this is another version, which is not another version, like another render, which is we have the more color now, and also the cloud surrounding him that makes him looks like the demon fruit from One Piece. The awakened demon fruit thing, you know, the animal demon fruit, they turn into the cloud they have surrounding on them. Then if a white color, then it's gonna be Nika. Okay, then this is the final outcome that is not in-game version. So this is just a pre-render quality. Overall, it seems pretty good. Yeah, I really like how the design actually goes for, but I want to see like the meta, like the final quality when it's in-game. But at least from what the model itself we're looking at, it's actually pretty cool. It's a very cool color scheme. I really like the black and red mixture, and the model isn't disappointing. It's not like a recolor situation, because like I mentioned, like the Lien situation last time is actually a pure recolor without a remodel. This one here is actually remodel the outfit, the design, all those stuff, right? Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that's all for my thoughts for this patch note. Hope you guys feel free to comment down what you guys think about it. Yeah, share your thoughts as well, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is JNMP, Rosas15, The Blue Trelane, Kemi, thank you so much for the support. And for the supporter and patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Code Wilderness, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Chani, Von Hexa, Rawson Bessie, Antonio Winterspoon, Marilyn Williams, Uncle Chad, Eric Mendes, Im Cragran, Riku Fred Iris, Calamity, Jordan, Alons, thank you so much for your support. And that's not all, also special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest stand. Special thanks to Ziggy, Calamity, Agni, Pong Pong, Code Wilderness, Riku Fred, and Choni. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.